Welcome back to Pretty Wild Yoga. I'm Nicole and today I have a 25-minute yoga class designed to release tension in your hips, legs and lower back. This flow will help improve mobility and flexibility whilst allowing you to let go of any stress held in the body and mind. So grab any props that you may need and find a comfortable space so we can get started. Hello lovelies. We're going to begin today's class in a laying down position. So take your time just to get comfortable and then bring the knees into the chest, wrapping your arms around and giving yourself a big hug, and then gently rock side to side, just massaging the spine and the lower back, and just taking some nice deep breaths through the nose as you inhale and a long exhale through the mouth, just taking time to arrive in this space as you continue to focus on your breath. Bring your hands to your knees and start to draw gentle circles with your hips, moving smoothly and with ease. Feel the natural rhythm of your body as you explore the movement. Now draw the circles the opposite way as you massage the lower back and begin to wake up the hips, making the circles as small or as wide as feels good for you. Now ground your left foot and extend your right leg up towards the sky. Gently hold either below or above the knee, whichever feels best for you, as you breathe in and draw the knee towards your forehead. If it feels good, lift your head slightly off the mat. On your next exhale, release your head back down and start to rotate your ankle, exploring the movement as you release any tension. Continuing to focus on your breath. Now transition into a one-legged happy baby, bringing the foot into your hand and keep your left foot grounded. Or if it feels right, extend the leg out. Breathe deeply here, softening into the stretch. You can add a gentle rock side to side if that feels good for you. As we stretch the hips, hamstrings and lower back, letting go of any physical tension and stress within the body. If your left leg is extended, gently reground the foot and cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Press down on your right thigh to deepen the stretch into your hips. If you'd like to go further, reach for your left thigh and draw both legs in towards your chest, feeling a deeper release into the hips and lower back. Focusing on your breath and gently pulling the leg closer to your body with every exhale. Now plant your left foot back on the mat and keep your right leg crossed over. Gently guide your legs over to the right as you extend your left arm out to the side, coming into a spinal twist. Let your gaze follow your left hand and take slow, steady breaths. This pose helps improve spinal flexibility and can relieve tension in the back, hips and spine. When you're ready, slowly return to centre and let's move on to the other side. Now ground your right foot and extend your left leg up towards the sky, gently holding either below or above the knee. And as you breathe in, draw the knee towards your forehead, remembering your options here and just doing what feels good for you today. Focusing on your breath and releasing any tension from the back of the left leg. On your next exhale, release your head back down and start to rotate your ankle, just exploring the movement and releasing any tension from the ankle. Now transition into a one-legged happy baby, bring the foot into your hand, keep your right foot grounded, or if it feels right, extend the leg out. Breathe deeply here as you soften into the stretch, adding a little bit of movement if that feels good for you. This pose is a really good pose if you're wanting to improve your general flexibility and mobility. If your right leg is extended, gently reground the foot and cross your left ankle over the right thigh. Press down on the left thigh to deepen the stretch into your hips. Drawing both legs into the chest if that feels better for you, allowing a deeper release into the hips and lower back. Focus on your breath. With every exhale, trying to draw the legs a little bit closer towards the chest. Now plant your right foot back on the mat and keep your left leg crossed over, gently guiding your legs over to the right as we come into our spinal twist on the opposite side, extending the left arm out and following with your gaze. Taking some nice, slow, steady breaths within this pose as we just release any tension within the spine, hips and back. And when you're ready, gently come back to centre. Unravel the legs, coming up to your forearms and extending your legs out in front of you. Point the toes as we gently press the forearms into the ground and open our heart to the sky. Beautiful. Gently release and let's come to an all fours position. Bringing your hands under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Now let's move into 4 rounds of cat-cow. So as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest and gaze forward. And as you exhale, press through the hands round the spine and tuck the chin towards the chest. Continue at your own pace, linking breath with movement, feeling the spine gradually awaken and release tension. Inhale, finding a gentle arch in the spine. Exhale, rounding the spine and looking towards the belly button. Making this your last round. And as you round the spine, push back into a child's pose. Now begin to add some circular movement with child's pose cat-cow circles. So inhale, arch the spine, dip the hips. Exhale, round the spine and sweep back to child's pose. Moving fluidly and listening to what feels good for your body today. So inhale, come forward. Exhale, push back. Drawing a circular motion with the hips. Completing 4 circles in one direction. And then switching and moving in the opposite way. Really listening to your body as you inhale, dip the hips, come forward. Exhale, round the spine, coming back. Making this your last one, surrounding the spine, coming back. Inhale, coming forward. And when you're ready, return to all fours and find your way into a wide leg child's pose. Take a moment to settle in, bringing the big toes together, your knees open wide. And if you have a cushion or a bolster, you can also bring that in, resting your head or maybe hugging the pillow, and just doing what feels good for you today. Breathe deeply here. We can hold a lot of tension in our hips and our shoulders, so this pose is really good for releasing any tension from not only the body but also the mind. Now remove the pillow and transition into a child's pose side stretch. So walk your hands over to the left side of the mat, feeling a deep stretch along the right side of the body, and breathe deep into this sensation. Then slowly walk your hands to the right side of the mat, stretching through the left side body, and continuing to focus on your breath. Come back to centre, return to all fours and lower your body to the ground. Ground through your forearms as you inhale, gently lifting into cobra, arching the spine and opening the chest. Gaze forward, feeling the heart expand. As you exhale, release back down, then plant your hands and gently rise into upward dog, lifting the hips slightly from the mat. From here, dip your right hip and look over your left shoulder, feeling a gentle side stretch. Then dip the left hip and gaze over the right shoulder. Come back to centre and push back into downward dog, taking your time to find the pose. Spread the fingers wide, ground through the hands and gently press the heels towards the mat. If it feels good, pedal out the feet, walking the dog, and releasing any tension in the hamstrings. Push back to downward dog. Now step your right foot forward into lizard pose, lowering the left knee to the mat. Gently rock the hips side to side, allowing space to open within the hips. Then press your right hand into your right thigh, creating even more openness in the hip area. Make sure to breathe deeply here as you release the tension from the hips. When you're ready, extend your right arm to the sky, opening the chest. Then reach that arm back and grab hold of your left foot, drawing it closer towards the glute, stretching into the left hip and hamstring. Slowly release and step the left foot forward, coming into a yogi squat. Find a position that feels comfortable while keeping a lengthened spine. We'll add some movement here, so gently rock side to side, lifting the heels, then the toes, creating good mobility in the hips. Now bring your hands to prayer at your heart centre and use your elbows to gently press the thighs outwards, deepening into the stretch. Breathe deeply here, feeling grounded and strong. Now ground the hands and step the right foot back as we come into lizard pose on the opposite side. Lowering the right knee to the mat, gently rock the hips side to side, allowing space to open within the hips. As we stretch and open the hips, increasing mobility and flexibility. Press your left hand into your left thigh, creating even more openness into the hip area. Breathe deeply here. Lizard pose can help relieve lower back pain or sciatica and can also reduce the negative effects of sitting for long periods. So if you have a job where you're sat at a desk all day, it's a great stretch to incorporate into your daily routine. When you're ready, extend your left arm to the sky, opening the heart. Then reach that arm back, grabbing hold of your right foot and drawing it towards the glute, stretching into the right hip and hamstring. And continue to just breathe deeply here. Slowly release, bringing the left knee back to a kneeling position. Slowly bringing your body down to the ground as we ground the forearms and inhale and rise into cobra. Just stay here as we take a nice long deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Then ground the hands as we push up into upward dog, gently lifting the hips from the ground, and then push back to downward dog. Either stay here and just enjoy the grounding stillness of the pose, or pedal the feet. Just do what feels best for you in this moment. From downward dog, step your right foot forward and lower into pigeon pose. Bring your right knee towards your right wrist and extend your left leg straight back behind you. Square the hips as much as possible and find a comfortable position. Inhale to lengthen the spine and gaze forward, and if it's in your practice, slowly lower your forehead towards the mat. You can always use a cushion or bolster for support. Focus on your breath here, feeling the deep stretch through the hip flexors, glutes, piriformis and hamstrings. Take a few slow breaths, softening into the pose. When you're ready, gently rise, grounding the hands as you shine your heart forward, lifting through the chest. And then in your own time, step back to downward dog, taking a moment to reset. Now step your left foot forward into pigeon on the other side, remembering your options, and find the variation that feels best for you today. Inhale, ground through the hands and look forward. Exhale, soften as you fold, resting onto your forearms or lowering your forehead to the mat. Allow your breath to guide you deeper into the stretch. On your next inhale, press through the hands and slowly lift the chest. Then bring your right leg forward and extend both legs straight, finding a seated position for a forward fold. Make sure you're sitting on your sitting bones, allowing the spine to lengthen. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. And as you exhale, fold forward from the hips, aiming to bring your forehead towards your knees. With every inhale, lengthen the spine, and with every exhale, soften deeper into the stretch. Inhale, slowly rise, then fold the right leg in and cross the left leg over, stacking the knees for scissors pose. Ensure both hips are grounded. Now add eagle arms. Wrap your left arm under the right, trying to bring the palms together. If that's not available today, simply hold onto opposite shoulders. Breathe deeply, feeling the stretch in the hips and shoulders. This pose helps to strengthen not only flexibility, but also focus. Inhale to release and lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward from the hips, deepening into the stretch. On your next inhale, gently rise, ground the left foot and inhale. Sweeping the right arm to the sky, exhale, hug the left knee and twist to the left for seated twist. If it's within your practice today, you can hook the left elbow outside the right knee for a deeper stretch. Keep the spine long and remember to breathe. Feel the gentle stretch through the neck, chest, shoulders and back. Inhale, return to centre, and now switch sides. Stack the right knee over the left, keeping the hips grounded. Find your eagle arms again, this time wrapping the right arm under the left. Breathe into the stretch, feeling the space opening in the shoulders and upper back. Inhale to release and lengthen. Exhale as you fold over the legs, allowing the forehead to soften towards the ground. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings, hip flexors and spine. Slowly rise on an inhale, ground the right foot and exhale, twisting over to the right for a seated twist. If it's within your practice today, you can hook the left elbow outside the right knee for a deeper stretch. This pose improves spinal mobility and posture, so take a few deep breaths, allowing the body to release. On your next inhale, gently unwind and relax the legs. Windshield wipe the knees side to side to release any last remaining tension from the hips. Taking your time here and just enjoying some nice deep breaths. Now grab your bolster, or if you don't have one, create a support using pillows by wrapping them in a blanket like I am here. Shift forward slightly and slowly lower yourself onto your back. Place your bolster or pillow stack under your hips as we're going to come into a supported bridge pose. To draw your heels closer towards your glutes and allow the body to fully relax. Stay here, focusing on your breath as we increase the circulation to the hips and continue to strengthen the hip flexors. Close down your eyes if that feels good to you, And just focus on taking deep inhalations through the nose and long exhalations through the mouth. In your own time, gently release the bolster and lower your hips back to the ground. From here, hug your knees into your chest, coming into a ball. Wrap your arms around your legs, giving yourself a big hug. Gently rock side to side, massaging the spine and lower back. And if it feels good, bring your forehead towards your knees. Curl into yourself for a moment of deep connection. And then slowly release. Now let's come into our final pose, supported reclined butterfly. Place a bolster or a stack of cushions behind your back. Inhale as you lean back, grounding through the elbows, and exhale as you settle in, allowing your head and shoulders to be fully supported. Bring the soles of your feet together and let the knees fall open, creating space in the hips. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let go of any remaining tension, allowing the body to completely soften. Close your eyes and let your breath settle into a natural rhythm. Feel the rise and fall of your chest, the gentle expansion of your belly with each inhale, and with every breath out, imagine tension melting away from your body. Your hips feel heavy, your shoulders relaxed, your jaw softens, and your forehead smooths. Bring awareness to your heart center, noticing the gentle rhythm of your heartbeat. Feel a sense of calm and gratitude for this time that you've given yourself. Allow the breath to guide you into stillness, resting in this moment of complete surrender. When you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to your body. Slowly release the legs and remove the cushion. Inhale, drawing the knees to the chest one final time for a big, nourishing hug. Then exhale and extend the arms and legs into a nice long stretch, reaching through the fingertips and the toes. Ground the feet and gently roll over to one side, pausing for a moment before slowly making your way up to a comfortable seated position. Take a moment to arrive back in this space, feeling grounded and present. Now ground your left hand and sweep your right arm up and over, stretching through the left side body. If it feels good, take your gaze towards the sky, deepening the stretch. Breathing deeply here, taking this final moment to honour your body and your practice. Then bring your left hand to the right side of your head and gently stretch through the right side of the neck. Let your right fingertips walk across the mat to lengthen the stretch even further. Let's move on to the other side. Ground the right arm, sweeping the left arm up and over, stretching through the right side body. Breathing deeply as we enjoy this beautiful stretch. Then bring the right hand to the left side of the head, stretching through the left side of the neck. Beautiful. Return back to centre, then sweep the hands up to the sky, gathering all that feel good energy, bringing it into our minds and our hearts as we bow down and thank ourselves for taking the time to practice today. Thank you so much for joining me on the mats, and remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Namaste.